How's it going, everybody? And welcome to the first and initial broadcast of the Off the GridIron podcast. Oh, hit the TV with Cheese and Darth. This is our initial video cast, and it's fun to be on here with you, Cheese.
Oh yeah, man! It feels great, and you know what feels great about this?
Mm-hmm.
It's that people can see us and know the voices are coming out of our mouths.
That's true. And I say it's initial, but it's not really the initial one. But
yeah, it's just it's a starter again. Remember, if you guys remembered back in I think our first year,
old heads will remember this.
Yeah, old ones. You guys are beginners. Back in the day, we actually started a video and see how it went, and it was a little iffy. It was because of location, but now we got everything upgraded. And like he was saying earlier, we started from the bottom. Now we're here, so we're here. So we got a lot of things to talk about, guys, today. Like we have a lot of free agency, actually.
Yes, a lot in free agency. A lot in trades and players being let go and possible free agent signings. I nailed one right on the head there earlier on Cheese this week. You didn't think I was going to get it.
Was it the Garoppolo one?
No, the Mayfield one.
Oh yeah, the Mayfield one pissed me off.
I called it. I called it immediately.
Yeah,
I knew it.
You had to call that. Why? Just why?
And I remember getting a message saying, "I hate when you know things."
I drink and I know things, but a lot of things just happened a couple days ago, and also what was it? So when it started, actually, when it opened, it was just terrible at it because he had so many things at one day.
Yeah,
I think one day alone we had like what four signings.
Oh, we've had about 6 or 7 signings per day on a lot of them. I mean, there's not a lot of big names, big names that are done yet, but we've heard a lot of the big names.
Yep.
Now there are some. I mean, obviously big names going through, like Stephon Gilmore to the Cowboys. I think that works because either way you got to throw on either side of the field.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. At least you signed somebody. And I was worried about you guys.
I was kind of worried too.
Because it was like, what, 3 days? You guys haven't done shit. I was worried too. We haven't done shit at all on the first day. But on the second day, I felt a little relieved when we signed a defensive tackle, Jones. I was very proud of that. But I don't like it how this whole Broncos-Seattle connection is still going. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Fuck you guys, Denver. You guys see it in my face now. I've been saying it all year.
Yeah,
fuck Denver. Okay,
you have a face now, so whenever you want to go after him, here he is.
Still, man, fuck them. All right, but a lot of things also happened that helped a lot of teams out. That shocked us too. So what was that? What was that fucking name? God damn it! Well, Alan Lazard, wide receiver for the Packers, went to the Jets.
Yep, and the initial sort of sign showing that Aaron Rodgers could possibly go there. Then he goes on the next day on Pat McAfee show, not a partner, but goes on there and talks about how that's exactly what he wants to do, is go to the New York Jets and play football.
Yep.
From what I hear, there's not really a possible way that it's going to happen without the Packers getting something in return for him.
I think that was more requested for Aaron Rodgers.
So what is it going to be? Is it going to be picks? Is it going to be players? If it's players, why are you bringing in Aaron Rodgers? If it's picks, you're betting the house on this. It better work. I mean, you've got these picks now that have come through, and you're like, okay, well, they need to come to fruition, and I get bringing Rodgers in. But you better hope that right now is the time you want to use your picks to do that, and you better pick good in the next few drafts.
Yeah, well, you got to think about what the Jets are going to do because they let go of Mike White. They still got Zach Wilson.
Yep.
So if you still have Zach Wilson, putting in Aaron Rodgers in, are you going to keep Zach Wilson, or are you going to trade him to the Packers for?
Do you want to maybe keep him to see if he can learn? I mean, Rodgers isn't a guy who wants to teach, but Wilson's also a guy that doesn't want to really learn from somebody. Why don't you just put them together and see what happens?
I feel like that sounds like something we know. Sounds familiar, when Brett Favre situation. I'm going to say this again.
Push Zach Wilson to his extreme,
Yeah.
To his limits. Make him do what he needs to do to be a starting quarterback in the NFL.
That's funny. I might have to say the same thing on that because Brett Favre did the same thing to Aaron Rodgers. Brett Favre said when Aaron Rodgers got drafted, Brett Favre said, "No, I'm going to teach him some hell."
That's the thing is Aaron Rodgers was a day one starter. I mean, everyone saw it. He thought he was going to go to the Niners. Niners instead picked Alex Smith in a move that they probably hindsight regret, but they've not really had it worse off. They've beat Rodgers a lot in the playoffs, and by my count, have been to more Super Bowls. Just haven't won more Super Bowls, and Rodgers has only won one. So, yeah, I think him being in New York really pushes the limits on Zach Wilson. You kind of force him to. And yeah, I do agree with the comparison with Rodgers and Favre.
Well, when he went to the Jets, it's already a Brett Favre situation. It's the same road.
You got to have a strong mentality as Zach Wilson if you're going to do something like that.
True, but the same is just we all know what the Jets are going to get out of it. They're getting a great quarterback out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But what are the Packers going to get? What are the Packers going to have to do this season with a quarterback? Mm-hmm. They don't even know who's going to be their quarterback. Is it going to be Jordan Love that only played 4 snaps? Or you're going to have a trade like he was saying and maybe get Zach Wilson over there.
You want to get picks, in my opinion, and you get 2 first round, like you get their Jets, first round pick or whatever. Eventually, you can get a good quarterback, but you get a first round pick off somebody. You can also package that in a deal to get a quarterback.
If you trade a first rounder for a quarterback, that's a good replacement for your quarterback, especially an old quarterback that only probably has 2 to 3 years left on him.
I kind of say I would be scared they would do it, but I don't think they would do it. But Lamar Jackson.
It's a different play style and everything, but then I don't know. They have no wide receivers anymore. Mm-hmm. They got rid of Alan Lazard to the Jets.
I don't know. Maybe it's one of those things that
they're gonna pick up Beckham.
Yeah, that's one of those things where the Ravens are like, fine, go, we're good. I mean, they have Huntley.
Yeah,
he went to the Pro Bowl.
Like I said before, yeah.
Well, maybe they're stupid. That's what I'm saying. Jackson's better than Huntley. That's obvious.
But another trade that happened was with the Patriots. Patriots may have had a lot of fucking moves out and in, I have to say. So we're gonna start with this grade A one for them. Is Myers, a wide receiver, went to the Raiders.
Yeah.
For what was it, 3 years for $33 million?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a good wide receiver letting go. But then Patriots did gain something out of it. They just signed Gesicki, which I wish that tight end would have gone somewhere else.
Yeah, I know you really wanted Gesicki. It looks like a move that's really smart on Bill Belichick's part.
Mm-hmm.
So hats off to Belichick, because I would have taken Gesicki, but I don't think the Cowboys were in the running even for Gesicki.
But you also told me after that trade and what the Patriots did with Gesicki, you think they're going to pick up a quarterback. They have that strong intention. You had that strong intention to think that Belichick's going to draft a quarterback first round.
I can see him drafting a quarterback. I don't know if it's going to be first round, but I can see him drafting a quarterback. I can see it being like a 2 or 3 pick.
Imagine picking Hooker.
That's kind of, something I could see.
And then Hooker plays better than Mac Jones.
That's something I can see because Belichick likes that style offense. That get it, grab it, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Reading defenses and trying to pick them apart by just, throwing quick slants, making them pull the coverage up, towards the line, and then hitting them with a deep ball.
Yeah, hit him with a deep ball. And that's what you did with Tennessee all
Dude, I mean, and here's the thing. You can't stop it.
Yeah.
It's Madden offense.
It is Madden offense. Another thing that happened was offensive tackle Orlando Brown Jr.
Yes.
Yep.
Got signed to Bengals, didn't he?
Bengals, 4 years, $64 million. That was an A minus on that one.
I would say that's good because you're trying to protect Burrow, and you thought that you did the best you could trying to get Lel Collins last year.
But that's not enough.
But that wasn't enough because Burrow was still getting hit
dude,
early and often.
First game, he got sacked 5 times.
And he's still getting them to the AFC Championship game. So, I mean, come on.
Yeah, but look at the offense weapons, though.
But Jamar Chase didn't have a year like he'd had the year before.
He didn't. I'll agree with you on that, but guess who did?
Higgins had a better year.
Exactly. Higgins. It was Higgins' year because everybody saw Chase last year.
Mm-hmm.
So now they had to double team Chase, but then you couldn't stop Higgins.
Mm-hmm.
Even on deep balls, you couldn't stop him.
Yeah.
So that was a good. No, yeah. We'll just see how. I just hoping they would just grab a better left tackle. They don't have a good left tackle at all. He gets hit a lot on the left side.
Really.
So I want to see how that goes. The Eagles got CB James Bradbury.
Yep, James Bradbury.
Yep, he's
re-signed.
Getting re-signed 3 years. And then,
but they're letting go Darius Slay.
Yeah, why? You know, Darius Slay is going to end up going somewhere, and he was a big impact last year.
I'm glad they're letting him go. Fuck him being on their team.
Yeah, you don't like him, do you?
No, I don't want him to be on the Eagles. I want the Eagles to win.
That's funny. That is funny.
Your fucking Seahawk looks like an eagle, not green hat.
Hey, speaking of fucking Seahawks, we signed Geno Smith back.
Yep, you did sign Geno.
We needed that help. I would have done the same thing probably. If we gave him 3 years for $75
the GOAT Seahawk quarterback.
We'll just see how he is next year. Like I said, we'll see how he is next year. I'm just glad Seattle's doing some weapons, but my scary part, not a lot of weapons on the offense. It's more on the defense. So, we'll see. Is Pete Carroll going to go with that, strong defense still and just help out a little bit on the offense? Because I'm scared what they're going to pick up for the fucking first round pick, man. Because is Carter going to be the pick?
That's kind of a scary pick, but I mean, if everything kind of goes through where he doesn't get charged with anything, well, I mean, you got to have somebody that will have him there to focus on playing, and Seattle might be that place, but who knows?
Well, he might pick him, but then again, what stops me from thinking Carter is he just signed a defensive tackle, a good one. So why go for a rookie right away when you got a good one at this moment? That especially this rookie is having problems. So I don't like it. We might not see him right away, and that's a risk.
I probably wouldn't pick him.
But we also could pick Anderson.
But that could also be one of those dangerous no picks. I mean, that's like Ndamukong Suh rookie year. That could be the next Aaron Donald.
I don't know. Well, maybe.
You never know.
But we'll see how it is. I feel like where is Anderson going to get picked? Because if Anderson gets to the point Seattle's section, Seattle's going to pick him. Mm-hmm. No hesitation. They want another left end.
I would want Anderson if I were you.
Yeah, if you get left end, fuck Shelby Harris. Fuck him. Have Noso and fucking Anderson on the other side. You got a badass line immediately. Mm-hmm. So I think that will happen. Even though Carter will be good, but it's just a risk having Carter. But
I mean, he's a great talent, but it's just the trouble, and I'm sure he may get out.
You're saying that. I'm not saying that.
Agbanya Okoronkwo?
Yeah, he went to the Browns. Okay. I'm not gonna have you guys watch me say that.
I got this. I'm the translator over here for cheese.
Yeah, he's the weird name translator. That's what it is.
Not weird name translator, but just I'm cheese's translator.
That's all I heard. What is people calling me right now? All right, so we had a linebacker, T.J. Edwards. He ended up going to the Bears, so for 3 years. So what is the Bears going to do? That's the thing. What's the Bears going to do?
I mean, they've done a lot because they signed Tremaine Edmonds. They've traded their pick to the Panthers to get, some more stuff, and they got DJ Moore.
Yeah, the Panthers, I don't even know what they're going to do after they just signed a quarterback. Sam Darnold ended up getting signed.
By who? I did not know this.
Sam Darnold got signed.
By who?
I can't remember the team, though. I just know he signed it, though. Oh, let me look it up. It's going to come up soon because it's going to be stupid. All right? Sorry. He did get signed, okay? So you got a linebacker, David Long, to the Dolphins. So I want to see how that goes for 2 years. And then you got defensive end Brandon Graham is going back to the Eagles. He got signed. He got re-signed, and that's good for the Eagles. But I want to see how the Eagles are going to do since they kind of finished off 31st in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
but they also have another first-round pick. And that first-round pick is in that 15 slot. Who are they going to grab in the 15 slot? That's crazy to think about.
That is
It's like
crazy.
almost like with Seattle situation. We have a 21st pick, but guess what? With that 21st pick, we got a 5th-round picker. What are we going to do? Now, I want to see how the Eagles do after they have a successful year. Well, they're going to upgrade.
Yeah.
They're going to upgrade their defense. Since they're getting rid of Slay, are they going to grab a safety?
Maybe.
I
saw that they lost Javon Hargrave to the 49ers.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's another thing, too.
Defensive
And
end.
they've also lost Miles Sanders.
Miles Sanders, yeah.
And welcome in Rashad Penny.
Yeah, that makes sense.
How do you feel about that?
Well, Sean Penny had to leave. He did get injured twice in 3 years. So it was really tough. But then again, he's shown he's a good running back. I just wish we got some trades out of him. He's a trade-worthy player. We could have got an extra good trade.
Maybe.
I think. But a defensive end, Andron Key.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, am I saying his name right? Went to the Titans.
Nice. Someone who didn't get signed and got let go, Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah, Zeke got fucking dropped.
Yeah.
And we all witnessed that in the beginning of the season.
Yeah, we knew that was eventually going to happen once Pollard kind of shined a little bit, you know?
I'm glad he's taking the full part now. He deserved it.
Yep.
More yards, more touchdowns. Come on.
Kind of makes me feel the Cowboys are leaning towards Bijan Robinson.
Yeah, but there's other people going aiming at him now.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to get Robinson. After his combine, you're not going to get Robinson.
We'll see.
It's like your wide receiver. What's his name? Your Tennessee wide receiver.
Elliott.
Yeah. He's gonna be taken the first round. He's gonna be taken within 15 rounds, 15 picks. He'll be gone.
Think so?
Yeah, he's shown really good fucking potential on that field.
There's a lot of linemen out there, a lot of defense.
Yeah, but there are certain teams that don't need that.
Safeties, corners.
Wide receiver will get picked in the first 15 picks.
Oh yeah,
okay?
but
It's
is it gonna be him?
Yeah. Uh-huh. It's gonna be him.
Are you sure?
I will put money on that. I will put fucking money on that. If I have money in my pocket, I will throw it on the ground. But you might get something happy about this, though. Brissett got signed.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
By who?
Kobe Brissett went to the Commanders. Good luck with that.
Well,
for a year.
Jalen Ramsey got signed by the Dolphins.
Yeah, fucking Ramsey. Fuck you and your trash ass CB bullshit. Okay, he is trash. Trash. Everybody's all stoked about it. He's like, oh my god, look at the weapons on the defensive end. You have fucking Ramsey. You have a great, what's the fucking CB's name? God damn it. I had all this planned out too. They have a good secondary.
Name a random CB or what?
Well, on their team, yeah, fucking
Ramsey and I don't remember.
They have Howard too, so they have Howard.
I don't remember. They had that one. What's his face?
I don't remember his fucking
Waddle.
name. Yeah.
Didn't he play for him?
Yeah, but Waddle. Maybe. Yeah, Waddle's a wide receiver.
Waddle's a safety. Eric Waddle.
Oh yeah, Eric Waddle. Yeah,
Weddle.
Yeah. Weddle. Yes. But like having everybody's all stoked about that, but I still think he is fucking trash.
Oh, Dolphins. Yeah, they have Howard.
Yeah, they're just trash. No, fuck the Rams.
Oh, yeah, I don't like Ramsey.
He's trash.
I just don't like him.
He talks so much trash. He talks like Sherman did. But one problem that he can't not do, and he can't back it up. He can back it up on certain wide receivers, but man, these young folks are burning him.
Mm-hmm.
And there's already better CVs out there. There's better than him. I'm sorry.
Something I don't really care for to happen in my division. The Giants got Darren Waller.
Yeah, Giants got Darren Waller, so that's a great tight end. They end up what? They French tag fucking Daniels, didn't they?
I believe so.
Yeah, so they French tag him. So you had strong safety Jordan Pyre. Wow.
Jordan Poyer.
Yeah, I cannot speak today at all.
Poyer.
He went back to the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
So he resigned for them. And then you have I'm not talking
Adam
about
Thielen being released by the Minnesota Vikings.
Yep. Mm-hmm. fucking Dalton Schultz got let go from the Cowboys. He got let go. That's what really throws me off is CJ Garden Johnson got let go.
Yep.
He got released. Bobby Wagner got released. Yeah.
There's been some talks between the Cowboys and Wagner.
Yeah, so I want to see how that goes. But there is one person that hasn't signed anything yet, and that is straight up Odell.
Yeah. Yeah, trying to come back from injury.
Yep.
I think a lot of teams are scared of him coming back from injury. I think he's kind of getting the Dez Bryant treatment.
Yeah, because I think Dez Bryant, when he went back...
I think he still had a couple of years.
Yeah, because when he came back strong. When he came back to, what team did he come back?
Ravens.
Yes, Ravens. And he had a couple good touchdowns. He was really good.
I mean, he was there. He was productive.
Mm-hmm. He was. I was proud of him. Fuck,
I think
he was
had a
good.
couple seasons, but I think he also got absolutely abused as a Cowboy.
Absolutely
the fact
abused.
that he has loyalty to the Cowboys still, I'm a fan of his forever on that. He got abused as a Cowboy, kind of like how Megatron did as a Lion.
Yeah, I'll give you that. They have the same treatment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
a lot of times Dez got absolutely just hammered whenever Tony would throw the ball down the field. I mean, hammered. You seen the one where he comes down and gets hit and he's like laying there? Kind of like Tua.
Yeah, I can't remember that game.
In the back of the end zone. He had caught it too. That's the thing. He had caught it.
Yeah, certain things don't get caught though.
You about to catch these hands.
I'm sorry. All right.
If we are being videotaped right now, America can watch you getting these hands.
But so we seen the Bengals sign the offense tackle, but their offensive tackle Williams is requesting a trade. Mm-hmm. How do you feel about that? After signing OT, would you really want to have your other extra help leave, or is he really is he the cause?
Orlando Brown's actually really good, so maybe he knows that he's going to have to get out because he's not going to be able to play.
That might be a fact, yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be second string. He wants to be a starter.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Dolphins has reached out to a couple of people, and I'm going to name one of them. It's a person that should not be named at all because he's a terrible person in Madden and in real life, and that is
Barrios.
Yeah, Barrios. Barrios is trash. Fucking
Braxton
trash.
Barrios.
Thinks he's fucking fast, but he's
horrible.
not.
I'm better than him. I'm slow.
Colts signed Minshew.
The Colts signed Gardner Minshew. Wow.
For a quarterback section, they're still looking for more quarterbacks. I don't know what you think about that. Will you think about that?
I don't like that. I mean, if your only other option is Will Levis, then but see, that changes the draft then.
It does. See, everything that's moving right now changes the draft on everybody. Seattle has agreed with Jalen Love. It's a strong safety, and I'm going to say it again. The reason why they're doing that is because just in case fucking Jamal Adams breaks his shit again. Okay? If he just injures himself one more time, he's done. I mean, he's gone. They're going to let him go. Mm-hmm. He played more with the Jets than he played with us. That's fucked up to think about. He's been with us for 3 years. Mm-hmm. What the fuck?
I don't know what to tell you, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
Piss me the fuck off.
That just grinds my gears.
That's just that grinds my gears. It pokes hole in the cheese. Okay, that's what it does.
Oh, she said.
But a lot of moves are still going, still on the move. But I want to see how this goes, and I hope when we get back into the next episode, we're gonna talk about the combine and see how. Well, not the combine. It'll be the draft.
Yeah, I was gonna say we talked about combine. No, we'll be talking more about the draft after the rest of free agency season, because free agency is gonna last for a minute.
Yeah, it's gonna last for about, what is it, 2 weeks?
It's gonna be a couple weeks. Yeah,
2 weeks, and then it slows down, but then you still see a couple things happen there and then. But the big ones
you got pro days happening.
Yes.
Which is the next big thing, and then draft.
Yeah, so pro days going to be interesting.
Pro days, you'll get to see your Bryce Young, your CJ Strouds, Will Levises, those kind of guys being able to throw the ball and run and everything. They get to pick and choose their receivers, so it's guys that they're comfortable with, they've been throwing with for a while, so that's totally different than being, picked by somebody and saying, hey, you know what, we're after you, got to throw with this guy, and then having to build up that relationship.
Yep.
So, but you'll see how well he is able to build up relationships, with how he throws the ball and where he thinks, players are going to be down the field and everything. So I think it's going to be interesting to see those. I think now with the Panthers moved up to the front, they kind of have their idea of what they're wanting to do because they've already talked about shipping out quarterback Matt Corral to teams that they have picked last year.
Yeah.
So he'll only be a 2-year guy. This is his second year. High draft stock, I guess you would say. He was picked up, I think, 3rd round year before.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, maybe they're able to get something out of him. I'm not sure, but if all signs point to Bryce Young.
All signs.
All signs. Unless they just go crazy and do C.J. Stroud after Pro Day.
Oh.
All signs point to it that it's going to be quarterback. Unless someone wants to go crazy and do Will Anderson and say, hey, we'll get a quarterback next year or something. I don't know. Or later on in the draft.
Because
here's the thing, Hendon Hooker's not going to be able to do pro days because of his ACL.
Yeah, his ACL's still having a problem, so he's going to be the quiet one.
But he's still looked at as a 3rd round pick.
I thought he was a 2nd.
Hendon Hooker?
Mm-hmm.
Is he a 2nd round? Oh, dang. I didn't even think that.
A lot of quarterbacks are getting picked in the 1st round.
There were some guys that ranked him higher than the ones that are in the draft right now, but they can't put him there because he didn't do any combine stuff,
Yeah. But then again, you really can't. It's like certain players do certain combine drills. I don't like that.
Yeah.
You're gonna do the whole damn thing.
You can't do anything. You can't show anybody, any of your stuff, like long jump.
Look at my tapes.
Vertical and stuff.
Look at my tapes.
I mean, that's good. Yeah, but they want to, measure, exactly how you are compared to, in the game. That's why you're able to do that.
Well, draft me. I'll show you what I can
do.
Your
36-inch vertical is able to help give you, your broad jump of this based on how you're running. You can jump this far.
Okay.
And that's kind of how they think. It's all science. Science in football.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
Well, science is everything. Think about it. Math is a big part in baseball.
Kind of.
It's a big part.
I mean, it's a big part of all sports because you're doing points.
No, it's not because geometry, motherfucker. All right, it's more like you know what I'm fucking talking about. All right,
yeah.
So we had a lot more things happen, definitely. But we have a lot more talks to see what's gonna happen with, what is it, San Francisco? Since they don't have a 1st round, they have least amount of picks.
Mm-hmm.
So what they're gonna do with these draft picks? Are they gonna just draft certain safe people? Do you think they have good people in the 3rd and the 4th and the 5th?
I think they trust Brock Purdy. He showed a lot last year at the end of the season, but I don't know if that's going to go into the next season now. But they trust him. I think they have enough weapons with Debo and Ayuk and Jennings and those guys, Kittle on offense, that they can do, whatever they need to. They still have Williams on the line, good protector. They did lose Mike McGlinchey to the Broncos, but,
Fucking Broncos, bro.
They're trying. Sean Payton's there. He's trying.
Fucking Sean.
I know. I wanted him in Dallas.
I told you you're gonna jump on the fucking my Denver train over here. So just waving up the middle fingers.
I can't hate him for that. I mean, I just don't like him for other reasons.
You should hate him for a lot more reasons. If I was your fucking fan, like if I was a Cowboys fan after they did to me with Gregory, I understand.
Yeah,
he needs to let go. But then again,
he's a punk.
I don't give a fuck. Your defense would have been 10 times better if you was kept him. Saying, having him and Parsons still, that was a great combination. Now you have him and Lawrence, and Parsons still did most of the job.
Maybe.
I'm just saying.
Maybe.
Why does it taste like blueberry?
That's what it is. Blue Raz.
Blue Raz.
Don't do this, kids. Disclaimer.
So you had so if the 49ers are gonna stay with Purdy, we already talked about the Packers situation with their quarterback, who's also having a quarterback problem. Houston. Houston's got the second round pick. What are they gonna do with that second round pick? Since are they gonna still go with Mills? I haven't heard anything signings with him or anything. But then again, I haven't seen a damn thing Houston doing.
Couldn't tell you. I don't know what Houston's going to do. They have so many different options, and they're not really going to help their team out at all.
Yeah, they're just starting with one player.
They're getting ready to lose Cooks because Cooks doesn't want to be there.
Well, who would it?
I mean, he didn't want to be there last year, remember?
Yeah, he didn't want to.
He was trying to sit out.
Mm-hmm.
When they started docketing pain, he's like, oh, shit. I got to eat.
I got to eat, you know?
I'm hungry, Mom.
Fucking A.
Good work.
Don't. Throw a couple balls and there you go. Okay, there's your meal of the day.
You can catch them. That's all you got to do is catch them.
That's all you gotta do is catch them. Catch them all.
Yeah, Ash, catch them.
But what else happened, man, that we haven't talked about? That anything happened interesting in the NFL?
I mean, that's really kind of it right now. We're all kind of waiting on the Aaron Rodgers moment when he finally does get traded and signed, and we know all the full details on that. I did see Heineke go to Atlanta. I saw Jonnu Smith left New England to go to Atlanta, and that was kind of weird to me. Then I saw that the Patriots got Gesicki, and I thought, well, I mean, that makes sense for Belichick, but why would the Falcons want Jonnu Smith? There's been a lot of talks about a trade with Kyle Pitts. Are they willing to trade Kyle Pitts?
To who?
I mean, I've heard the Cowboys.
Cowboys, really?
And I've heard Hopkins to the Cowboys. I mean, there's a lot of talk with the Cowboys. The Cowboys talking to people.
Well, Cowboys won a Super Bowl. They just won.
Cowboys have talked to so many people, dude. Have you not realized this? I mean, Bobby Wagner.
They're trying to get a super team for a year.
They're trying, dude.
They won a super team for a year, and I guarantee you, he don't have enough money.
Oh, Jerry's got enough money. It's just cap space.
Yeah, exactly.
It's how he signed people. And they're trying to keep the money there for the other guys like Parsons and Diggs and Lamb. And
you're going to trade out Lamb soon. I have a feeling you will.
Can't.
Not this year. Not this year.
Can't.
Why?
Because he's 88. Can't.
You really going to follow that tradition of the Bryant?
Of the Irvin, of the Pearson? Yes. Yes. You can't. He's 88.
Really?
Imagine if a running back came in at 22. I'd say the same thing. Zeke didn't come in at 22.
Yeah, it's 20.
21.
21, yeah, it was 21.
Pollard's 20. Not 22.
Superstitions, man. I can't say anything much about it. I'm more of a superstition kind of guy, too. I remember during the football season, certain things happen, certain things do not happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Your girl's still bad luck, bro. I'm just saying that now.
I don't know if she's bad luck, okay? We're going to figure that out this year. We will figure that out.
Yeah, we are. We're starting from the beginning of the season, so it's not going to affect anything towards the end of the season. Okay, that's what we're going to do. Right? We're not going to have her over when it comes down to fucking playoffs.
All right, yes. I'll be with her when we play Austin P. Okay? When we play Austin P, then that's when I'll be with her.
Okay, all right. Well, after all that NFL talk that we had to talk about, we've been wanting to talk about this because he's been excited for this shit for the past day, man. Like yesterday, we almost forgot to fill this shit out. We did, but
I need your writing utensil.
You need your writing
I
utensil.
need your writing utensil.
I don't. Why are you asking me now? You've been asking this a long time ago. Here's a pen. So.
I just loved how you stopped pencil.
Yeah, because I thought it was.
And then I looked at it and I was like, why did he stop? And
well, I thought it was a pen, and I grabbed it, and I was like, oh, wait a minute, it's a fucking pencil.
All right, that's fine. That's fine.
All right. Well, since you're doing all the checking, I'm just going to... Oh, you got the list in front of you?
Oh, I've got winners, losers. Yes.
I was gonna give you that.
Oh, have you got that? Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
got this
I'll
whole
take
thing.
that.
It's the
I'll
same thing
take
as
that.
outside, so we're trying to help each other out here, all right? Making sure it's better. See
All
what we can
right,
do.
all right. So we have Alabama versus Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Alabama won that game.
Got that, baby.
You have Maryland versus West Virginia. Maryland won that game.
Got that, baby. I'm gonna say that.
Yeah, I ended up losing that game.
Really? Oh yeah, I
I
forgot. You're
picked
the one
West
that.
Virginia.
Ah, you fucking prick.
San Diego State versus College of Charleston. I picked San Diego State.
Who won that one? San Diego.
Yeah, San Diego State.
Okay, so you say the winner.
You have Virginia versus Furman. Furman won that one. I don't think anyone really picked that game to win.
That was the one game that we saw knew was happening before we wrote this shit down. So we gave it a minute. But
at this time, Creighton, NC State have not played, and neither have Baylor and UC Santa Barbara. I picked NC State and Baylor. Who'd you pick?
I picked Baller.
Baylor.
Baylor.
And who else on the NC State versus
Arizona.
Creighton? No, NC State versus Creighton.
ABC versus Creighton?
Yeah, NC State.
Creighton.
You picked Creighton?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we differ on that one, but we don't know that one yet.
Sorry.
Missouri versus Utah State. Missouri won that.
Got that one.
Me too. And then Arizona versus Princeton. Princeton won.
Yeah, I got that one wrong. I was the only one that's wrong.
Yeah, I've got that one wrong also. I picked Arizona. Next up, Purdue versus Farley Dickinson University. I think this is their first time being in the tournament, and they won their play-in game.
Oh yeah, but they're out. I call Purdue.
Well, they haven't played yet. I call Purdue. We'll see what happens. Memphis versus Florida Atlantic hasn't happened yet either, and I picked Memphis.
I picked Memphis too.
Duke versus Oral Roberts. Duke won their game. I picked Duke.
I picked Duke.
Tennessee versus Louisiana. Tennessee won that game. I picked them.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to cheer for them because I know they're going to lose the next 2 rounds.
And then the bottom of this category, none of these games have played. Kentucky versus Providence. I picked Kentucky in that game.
Some of them probably already played. Some of them already got played when you guys are watching this already. But
or when you're listening to this. But yeah, at the time right now, we don't know.
Yeah, but next week we will tell you what we got and all that.
K-State, Kansas State is playing Montana State. They haven't played yet, and I picked Kansas State. Michigan State versus Southern California.
Hold on, what'd you pick for? You picked Kentucky?
I picked Kentucky.
I did too.
I picked Kansas State.
I picked Montana.
You picked Montana State. Wow, with an upset. Okay.
I'm gonna put an upset. I like underdog teams, man.
Me too,
and I feel like that's an underdog team that can come out and kind of kick
Why
them.
didn't you pick Princeton?
Because I feel like Princeton's is a bunch of dicks. All right.
Princeton offense, bro.
Yeah.
Never heard of it?
Yeah, I'm good.
Swing the ball around. Michigan State plays University of Southern California. I picked USC.
I picked Michigan.
I
picked Michigan on that one. I had to. It makes sense on that one.
I picked the underdog in that one. I like the underdogs.
I'm just saying. Well, some will make sense. Some will be like, all right, this is.
And then Marquette versus Vermont. I picked Marquette.
I picked Vermont.
Honestly, that could happen.
I picked Vermont because I was like, that was going to be one game that's probably going to be a close one.
All right, and over here at the top on the other side of the bracket, you've got Houston versus Northern Kentucky. I picked Houston.
I did Houston.
You have Iowa versus Auburn. I picked Auburn.
I did Auburn.
Miami versus Drake. They have not played yet. I picked Miami.
I picked Miami too.
Okay. And Indiana versus Kent State has not played yet, and I picked Indiana.
I did Indiana.
Okay. Next part of the bracket, you have...
Just to let you guys know, we didn't copy any of this. We actually did it in separate areas.
Yeah, that's why we have different things on some of these.
Yeah.
Gosh, you made me lose my place.
Sorry, you're at Ohio State.
Iowa State.
Iowa.
Sorry. Iowa State plays Pittsburgh. They haven't played yet. I picked Pittsburgh.
I did Iowa.
Figures. Um, Xavier versus Kennesaw State. They haven't played yet. I picked Xavier.
I did Xavier. Yeah.
Okay.
I picked them.
A&M versus Penn State. I picked Penn State in that game, and Penn State won.
Fuck. All right. Well, I got 2 wrong. I picked Texas A&M for that one.
Yeah, you lost that. And then Texas versus Colgate. Texas won that game. I picked them.
I got Texas though. I was going for all Texas going at each other.
Okay.
Hopefully everybody dies.
Fucking
rednecks.
Kansas played Howard. This is the lower part of the brackets. 1 seed Kansas played Howard, and Kansas won. I picked them.
I picked Kansas.
Arkansas played Illinois. Arkansas won that game. I picked them.
Oh, really? I picked Illinois.
Oh, I got that game right too.
I picked Illinois, so I got 3 wrong.
St. Mary's plays VCU. That game is not played yet. I picked VCU in that game.
I picked St. Mary's.
I figured you would. That's a higher seed, honestly. And then UConn versus Iona. I picked UConn. That game is not played yet.
I did UConn too.
TCU versus Arizona State. I picked TCU in that game, and that game is not played yet.
Me too. I picked TCU.
Gonzaga versus Grand Canyon University. I picked Gonzaga, but they haven't played yet.
Gonzaga.
Northwestern versus Boise State. Winner of that game was Northwestern. I picked them.
Oh, I got Northwestern. I'm good
There
at
you
this. I don't
go.
even watch half these games.
UCLA versus UNC Asheville. UCLA won that game. I picked them.
I picked UCLA.
All right. So, which games did you get wrong?
I got
I got West Virginia wrong.
I got Arizona wrong. I got Kentucky went?
No, they haven't played yet.
Oh, okay, so Indiana. Oh no, Indiana went in here, right?
No, you got the Auburn game wrong.
Fucking man. What do you mean?
Didn't you? You picked...
No, I picked Auburn. I picked Auburn.
I thought you said you picked Iowa.
No, I picked Auburn.
Oh, I thought you said you picked up Iowa.
No.
Oh, you picked Iowa State somewhere down here.
Yeah, against Pittsburgh. Against Pittsburgh.
And then you picked A&M. That's the game. Texas A&M versus Penn State.
Yep, and then Illinois.
I got that game, and then
Illinois.
The only game I got wrong was... Oh, yeah, there it is. Arizona Princeton.
Arizona, my team too.
I think that was it. I'm not sure. But my bracket, I mean, I've only got 2 teams out in my bracket right now. That's Arizona and West Virginia. Those were the 2 I got wrong.
I got 3.
I only had West Virginia into the second round and Arizona into the Sweet 16. How many Sweet 16s did you have go out? None. Second rounds.
Second rounds, I got Arizona out for a second round. That was it.
Oh, that's Sweet 16, yeah.
Yeah, it's Arizona. It's the only team.
Yeah, so I've got them out and West Virginia.
Yeah.
Right now we're doing pretty good, bud.
Yeah. What's your second round? Sweet 16s?
My Sweet 16s, well, Arizona's out of it. So it's Providence versus Missouri. Or not Providence, but Princeton versus Missouri. Maybe, hopefully. Yeah, because Missouri game hasn't played yet. Hopefully, I don't know who wins. I don't care who wins that game. But hopefully, whoever it is plays Baylor and Baylor wins because I got Baylor in the Sweet 16.
Yeah, I got them in the Elite 8.
I actually have them in the Elite 8, Baylor.
Yep.
Baylor versus Alabama.
Well, actually, mine is...
All right.
Mine starts straight to the Final Four, actually, Baylor.
All right, in my top bracket, I've got Alabama going all the way to the Final Four with them playing Baylor in the Elite 8. And then in the bottom part of my bracket on that side, I've got, honestly, Kentucky going all the way on that side with them going up against Memphis. I think this is the one that kind of all the teams are just busted up into shambles. And no one really gets through. That's a high seed.
That makes sense. Mine's mine's Baylor all the way to the final four, and the bottom of it is Purdue. I got Purdue going all the way to the final four.
Yep. And that could happen. They got a really good team.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I have Alabama versus Kentucky, and then I have Kentucky winning that side of the Final Four to go to the championship.
And mine's Purdue.
You have Purdue winning theirs?
Mine Purdue going all the way through.
Against Alabama or Baylor?
Baylor.
Baylor. Purdue versus Baylor, and then you have Purdue.
Yep.
All
Baylor,
right.
Alabama and Baylor will face in the Elite Eight, and Bama's going to lose. I feel like Bama's going to lose that one.
Well, over on my other side, everything is still intact completely.
Well, mine's actually, like, the second round sucks. Elite 16, though, still solid. Still
The
solid
Elite
on that. Yeah.
Or Sweet 16.
Sweet 16. Sweet 16 still solid.
Sweet 16 still solid for me. I mean, I still got a couple games, obviously still have to play like you do, so we'll see what happens. But, yeah, Northwestern, UCLA, we definitely know they're going to be playing each other. Penn State versus Texas, we know they'll be playing each other.
Yep.
Auburn, Houston, we know will be playing each other. So those are some interesting games. We know Duke and Tennessee are going to be playing each other in that one part of the bracket, and I'm scared for that. I just wanted to throw that in there.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, that's the next round.
Duke versus Tennessee.
Yeah. So on your other side, on your top bracket, who you got going on? All the way through.
On this side, I've actually got Indiana going all the way through. My Elite Eight will be Indiana versus Texas.
So at least you and me are half right.
And then I have Indiana beating Texas. So what do you have?
I have Indiana going all the way through, facing Gonzaga. I'm taking Gonzaga all the way.
Oh, on this side?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm saying in the Elite Eight.
Oh, in Elite
Indiana
8?
doing
Oh, yeah. In Elite
Texas.
8, it's going to be Indiana facing Xavier.
Xavier? Okay. On this side, though, on the bottom part of that
Yeah,
side,
the bottom side.
I actually have Kansas winning that one, with them playing against Gonzaga in the Elite Eight.
Yeah, mine's the Elite 8, Kansas and Gonzaga, but I say Gonzaga's going to win.
Okay.
So Yumi got two differences so far in the Elite 8, which is the Alabama-Baylor game and the Gonzaga and Kansas game.
Mm-hmm.
For the Elite 8, you have what? Indiana facing who?
Indiana facing Texas, but
Yes.
over here I've got Memphis are going against Kentucky, and you got Purdue going against
Montana. I'm taking Montana all the way through. I got Vermont on there in the fucking.
You think Montana State's going to be the Cinderella this year?
I think it might be, but they're gonna demolish. They're gonna die in the fucking Purdue game.
I
'Cause
didn't
Purdue's
really
gonna go
pick a
through.
Cinderella. I mean, I've got Kentucky being a 6th seed, and I've got San Diego State, I guess, moving through. Pittsburgh, maybe.
For 3 years, you mean doing this and actually paid attention, there was
Mhm.
always that one team going to Cinderella. But the thing is, the team that's a Cinderella team didn't pass the Elite 8 last 3 years.
I think it's going to be almost a blue blood sort of championship, though.
It's like I feel you.
Because I've got Alabama versus Kentucky, with Kentucky winning that one going to the championship. Then I've got Indiana versus Kansas, with Kansas winning that one.
Well, you got, yeah.
And then Kansas versus Kentucky. I mean, how much more historic can you get other than throwing the Tar Heels in there to be the cheerleaders,
Well, you gotta laugh about this, though. You might laugh about this. Vermin, I got them beating San Diego in the second round, going against Alabama, but then Alabama's gonna fucking blow them out. But then I think that's gonna switch out the momentum for Alabama and be too comfortable with weak teams. Baylor's gonna come out and snack it, just take it away. Like I had Missouri and Arizona, but that was already a shot. But Purdue's beating Memphis. That's how I look at it.
I don't know. I think Memphis can do it, dude. They just beat Houston in their conference championship game.
Purdue's just so good. Duke and Tennessee, I picked you guys in that game.
I did too.
But I'm facing you guys. But you guys are going against Purdue.
We're going against Memphis, and we're going to lose.
Yeah. I almost went that route, but then I went for
Oh,
the Texas
dude, when
A&M
it
in
happens,
Texas.
Penny Hardaway is going to be so unbearable, too, because him and Rick Barnes have a sort of a feud going on with each other.
Really?
Oh, dude, it's unbearable.
Oh my
It's the
God.
most unbearable thing I've ever seen.
You say you got Kentucky fucking... That's funny. I got Montana beating them. I got Vermont beating Michigan.
I've got a VCU winning their game against St. Mary's.
Yeah,
But not going any further.
Yeah, some of the games that I haven't played yet, I'm already predicting what's going to happen on
I
that.
have Pittsburgh actually moving into the Sweet 16, but I think they lose to Texas. I wouldn't be surprised if they won, though, if they get to that point. But yeah, Kentucky's my lowest seed going into the Final Four.
This is going to be interesting.
It's going to be fun.
So you got what, 2? 2, Ron. Yeah, you got two teams.
Yeah,
2 teams.
2 teams.
And I got 3 teams. So I'm not that bad.
No, you've done good.
How did your girl do since she did all the fucking betting?
I don't know. She hasn't told me. I'm going to have to ask her.
You might have to and be like, hey, did you fuck up already? Did you fuck up already?
I don't know if she paid attention. She was kind of busy yesterday, so.
So I told her that too, because when she told me about the Alabama thing, I was like, "Hey, did you listen to Logan about that or what?" Like, she was like, "No, man."
Asked me.
Yeah, she just immediately did it in Alabama. I'm like, "You fucking red, you bleed red, don't you?" And she's like, "Yeah, I do, because I'm human." And I'm like, "I forgot, you don't know shit." No, just laugh about it.
She's funny. I love her.
You guys are cool.
Yeah, her and her best friend were talking about the bracket with each other.
Really?
Her best friend that she got tickets for. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Let me tell you guys this. We could have gotten some games.
Yeah.
We could have given you guys some good stories.
Free tickets. I mean, we wouldn't have done nothing but just show up there and been like, hey, we're VIP. And they would have been like, oh, here's your tickets going in.
Yeah. But no, we don't get that luxury, you know?
So now the local baseball affiliated team, saying, hey, you guys have tickets, 4 tickets, y'all can go. She prints me off a list. I'm like, hey, when you want to go? She's like, I don't.
That's so fucked.
I'm like, what? She's like, we can't go there together. We work the same place. And I'm like, all right.
Well, I'd like to tell you guys more of the story of how they work together, but let's leave that to another time. But the still is that she won't go.
No.
And the whole feud with with Dakota. That's still funny as shit to me. But
it was fun.
But when you and me are never gonna get the day off together to go to a baseball game. Fuck, we tried so much.
We can do that. Well, we don't have to go travel to the game. The game's literally in our backyard.
True.
All we gotta do is just be like, oh, the game's at 6. I wonder what time I get off today. Oh, I can get off at 4:30 if I need to.
Well, still, it's like we almost went to 2 Tennessee games, bro. One of them very fucking important, everybody. We almost went to almost the greatest games I could have ever been in Tennessee, because I'm from Wisconsin. If you guys have,
we could have been part of a big party.
But when we could have been there when, what was it, the Alabama game? Yeah, it was UT facing Alabama. And when they tear out the fucking goalposts, man, we could have been part of that. It would
have been amazing.
We could have never went back to work the next day.
Oh, that would have been horrible.
Oh, I wouldn't. I would have called in. I would have had no hesitation. I would be like, I'm sorry, Dakota.
I know. I would have been like, I'm just sleeping in the parking lot.
I was just told him turn on the 6 o'clock news. You'll see me on there.
I'm not sleeping in the parking lot. I got to get some rest. I'll get a 5-hour when I go in.
No, you're gonna call me and be like, I'm gonna sleep on your couch, bro. I'm gonna sleep over here for a bit.
Put a paper, tape it up to my window, like knock on the window at 6 o'clock if you're going into work, so I can wake up.
Oh my god! I'll bust your window down and be like, just go to my house and sleep. You fucking dick. Just go to my house.
Nah, I don't have to.
All right, so we discussed a lot already. We discussed about the NFL. We discussed about this
college basketball.
Losing bracket that we have going on here. I can't say losing bracket. We're doing pretty good.
We're doing good for the first weekend.
We still have possibilities that people can still go into the final.
It's the Sweet 16 is what is, the big one, because, picking those teams was, easy to do. A lot of those are going against, lower seeds and whatnot, but now you're getting your seeds that are supposed to be kind of playing with each other.
Yep.
So that's a little bit different, because talent can be, shown different ways, whether it's young talent and guys who are going to be one and doneers, or if it's going to be 4 and 5th-year seniors, a team full of them that know each other's, passing habits and tendencies and stuff like that. So
that's true.
Never know.
So fuck. All right, so it's NBA time since we got time talking about the March Madness.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna give you guys a standing so far, and we got the Milwaukee Bucks. They clinched it with the Knicks. You know, I like it. 50-20. You got Boston right behind them. You have Philly. You got Cleveland. You got New York Knicks. You got Brooklyn Nets, and then Miami, Atlanta, Toronto, and Washington. Those are your teams so far right now. So Indiana might have
top heavy.
Yeah, top heavy. Indiana has a choice because they're tied up with Washington right now with the same wins, so they actually can get a boost in. They're only half a game behind them.
Okay.
So if they can get that, Chicago can even get it if they can get a 3-win streak, and Pacers have a 1-lose win streak.
Okay.
So if they can do that, that'd be nice. For the Western Conference side, fuck you guys. Fuck you, Denver. I hate you all. You guys are terrible. I don't. Why? Just why? Why you have to ruin 2 years of my time?
Not me.
I don't want to talk about it. All right, Denver Nuggets. Pieces of shits. All right, 47-23. They clinched.
Nuggets.
Yeah. Exactly. What?
The Denver poop nugget.
The poop nuggets.
What you can call them. The poop
there you go.
nuggets.
The poop nuggets. There you go.
Keep it PC.
They clinched it, but you have Sacramento, with number 2, Memphis number 3, but problems with Memphis with Grizzlies right now. Jamal, he is pretty much suspended.
John Morant, yeah, he is suspended. Not pretty much, he is suspended 8 games.
Yeah, 8 games, and those are pretty big 8 games right now.
Yeah, it was indefinite suspension. Then they said next 8 games, so he can come back, but he's gonna have to work on who he is. And I think a lot of old NBA heads have really gotten with him and talked to him about where he is in his career, where he is in life, what he can be with, the type of superstar he is, and then doing what he does. Like, excuse me, you've got Shaq, who was on there just being like, you did what you did, you knew what you was doing, but at the same time, you gotta be able to sit there and be like, nah, this is too stupid for me to do right now.
Well,
you got to have the people around you that are like not going to be doing that kind of stuff. Like,
yeah, you got to hang out with
if you're around those people, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, exactly. You got to have better people around you. You got the Phoenix number 4, Clippers number 5, Golden State number 6. Okay, I did say them right, I think. Yeah. Dallas number 8, and Minnesota's number 7. They have a chance to actually pass Golden State. Can Golden State really be falling down after their little win last year? Do you think they're
they were a low seed last year.
Yeah, they were a low seed.
That's why I say the NBA playoffs is when it all really matters. Because, a 4-game set in the NBA playoffs is totally different.
Yeah.
7-game series, you got to win 4.
You got the Lakers, number 9. They're in it. But they're on their urge right now because they're tied up with the Thunders. The Thunder. Feel the thunder. Yeah, they're exactly tied.
Thunder. Feel the thunder.
They're exactly tied, and the next couple games they face the Suns, they face the Clippers twice in a row, then they face the Lakers, and then they face the Trailblazers, back to the Hornets, Pistons, Pacers.
Mm-hmm.
That's all the games so far. So they can hold it and eliminate the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem with the Lakers, they face the Mavericks, which is a tough game. I'll admit that's a tough game.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got the Magics, Suns, then the Thunders. But then next 2 games is the Bulls. I don't like that because that gives them an automatic win. Lakers always destroy the Bulls so far. They destroyed them so far every this season. I don't like it.
Oh, we'll see.
And then the last game they faced the Timberwolves. So I like the Lakers to be out.
I just like LeBron to be out.
Yeah, but Utah Jazz, the fucking New Orleans, and the Trailblazers are still in it. But Houston and Spurs, Utah Spurs are done. They're eliminated.
San Antonio Spurs or Utah Jazz? San Antonio Spurs.
San Antonio Spurs, yeah, my bad. I'm bad. And then the Pistons are eliminated too.
That's the Victor Wembanyama sweepstakes. The Spurs versus the Pistons.
Really?
Whoever loses the most and gets the most balls in the lottery. Because
That is so true. That is so true.
I mean, he's going to be pick number 1.
Yeah, but I kind of wish that whole lottery thing happens everywhere. I think that'd be more fun for the NFL.
Yeah, kinda.
What do you mean?
Well, I said kinda.
I just think it would be better.
Ah.
What? Oh, there's one more thing we gotta look up.
It can be top heavy in the NFL. That creates parity. NBA, there's so much trading and stuff going on that it doesn't matter. You got super teams that get built. Ridiculous.
True.
NFL's been doing a lot of trades in the middle of the season, which is actually very unlike them compared to whenever I was younger. You didn't see a lot of trades during the season.
That makes sense. We got a couple games to talk about for the XFL. I forgot about the XFL.
Yeah,
I forgot. I watched a couple of their games. The Roughnecks faced the Guardians. They blew out the Roughnecks 44-16.
Mm-hmm.
San Antonio or San whatever the fuck.
The Brahmas.
Yeah, the Brahmas lost against the Seattle Dragons. Let's go 15-6 on that game.
Here we go.
The Battlehawks defeated the Renegades, and Defenders faced the Vipers. Defeated the Vipers 32-18, 24-11. So let's go.
Go Dragons.
I like it. And speaking of the Dragons, still they played their Thursday night game.
Nice.
They faced the Rednecks. They defeated the Rednecks. Let's go.
The Roughnecks.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. They're
Houston Roughnecks.
Yeah, the Houston Roughnecks.
Dang, there we
They
go,
defeated the
Seattle.
Roughnecks. Made me sound stupid for a minute.
The Rednecks. It's because they're red.
It don't matter. They're Rednecks, man. Fuck them. They're Houston.
The Rednecks.
They're Houston. It makes sense. Fuck them, okay? Still, Seattle Dragons still won that game 21-14. So that was a really good game. I was pretty stoked for that. So Saturday, we also had the Defenders facing the Battlehawks, and we had the Guardian Vipers facing the Guardians facing the Vipers, and then the last game,
Renegades versus the Brahmas.
So there you go. I want you involved into that, okay? Not because I couldn't say Bahamas right, but still.
Bahamas, right? You didn't say it right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm saying, you guys have to laugh about this shit, okay? That's why I'm here. I make people laugh because I can't talk, okay?
That's why I had you do it. It's not because I couldn't say Bahamas.
This is why we share things, because you understand, like, when I see a name like Okomuko Huko, I don't know how to say that,
it's
all right?
That. It's definitely not that.
I'm just saying, I can't. I know it's not that. It's like Anakamukupo. See, I can't even say Giannis's name.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
See, you're about to fuck
That's
up.
Greek, though. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, but I'm not saying I can't speak Greek.
Agbanya Akarakwo.
You're speaking Spanish to me right there. I'm sorry.
It's
Greek. I get it. I still can't say it. All right. I still can't say it. I wish I can. That's why I do these things, okay? That's why I've been reading more. That's what I've been doing. I still can't read.
I'd like to hear the way those words come out in your head.
It didn't come out right. Recent news, I know no one really cares since really baseball's not really started yet.
Mm-hmm.
Is the Brewers won faced Texas.
Well, the World Baseball Classic is going on right now.
Yeah, speaking of that, don't you have some info on that?
Yeah, we have the USA moving past Colombia, going up against Venezuela. They'll be going up against the winner of Puerto Rico and Mexico. So this is actually pretty cool. I'd like to see if USA can actually get to the end. And then you've got Tokyo. You got Japan and Cuba. They played their games in Tokyo. They ended up winning their games against Italy and Australia, and so they'll be going up against each other.
Okay.
So America has to win against Venezuela, see who they play against, and then if it's single elimination, so I mean, if you lose, you're out. Instead of double elimination, no pool games this time.
It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
Go USA.
USA.
So what time I cheer for
Mike
USA?
Trout.
The only time I cheer for the USA is because of baseball. If it's like fucking Olympics, sorry, Canada.
Canada lost.
Yeah, I know they lost because the. Come on, you're speaking to me.
So
like
what about American hockey?
American hockey? You guys are okay, but yeah, Canada's better.
What about basketball?
Um, um, other countries are better than us.
Yeah, but not really. We've actually won.
Yeah, but
Ever since the debacle with Allen Iverson and all them, we've won gold.
okay, well, yeah, still, but okay, fine, us.
There's been a shelf.
What about curling?
America.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
America.
No, sadly to say, fucking, you guys lost against Japan. But Japan, I can't say anything much about that. They're fucking good. They're fucking good. They're really good.
Yeah.
I can't say much about that. They got some good technique. Wait, I like
Their
curling.
gymnastics
Everybody,
is really good.
well, I'm just saying. All right, I can't watch a gymnaps.
What about bobsled? Who do you root for bobsled?
Jamaica. Jamaica. No, bobsled. I actually cheer for Canada.
No, Jamaica. You got to.
No, I can't. I go for Canada.
John Candy, bro.
Anything with snow, Canada. Anything with snow, Canada. Because we're technically better. I can't watch like those gymnastics things because it cursed me a long time ago. It cursed me a long time ago. I'm gonna tell you guys this story, okay?
Oh, story time.
All right, so story time before we end this. All right, so what was it? Back in I think I was 12 or 13. I was watching Olympics. Okay, so I like sports back in the day. Still like it, of course. All right, so I was watching the gymnastics competition, and then I was watching a guy doing the trampoline jumps. Those little trampoline things. Yeah. The guy had a boner the whole time. You can tell. Guy had a pinched tent. When he's in the air flat, you noticed. It wasn't no air brief, and the guy was wearing skinny jeans.
Maybe you're just well endowed.
No, man, that cursed me forever. I was like, dude, no, can't watch it no more. Every time I ever watch somebody jump off a trampoline or do anything, I'll watch like the females. I'll admit, I watch the females because man, the spins and shit, the whole backboard shit, the whole thing. I can't remember the name of the competition, but it's amazing. But I can't. No. It hurts my joints sometimes.
Okay.
I sound like you after I watch it. I crack every time. Snap and crack. But ever since then, I can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
It just cursed me, man. Pinch tent. Online TV. And I was embarrassed for him.
Sure you were watching the Olympics?
I was. I remember. I'm sorry. I wish I could pop up the video because I know it's on YouTube.
Don't.
I know it's on YouTube.
No, I don't want to see it.
I don't want to see it. No, it's really funny as shit. But that's the reason why I don't like gymnastics. I hate it. Do you have a story time?
So
Here we go.
So yesterday, went to this place with my girlfriend, and we gotta go on the elevator. And when we got on the elevator, we're standing there, and this guy, we thought we were gonna go down, but we started going up, and we're like, "What's going on?" Guy comes onto the elevator and everything, goes down, walks out. We notice no more lights are on. No one's pressed a button. So we're like, oh, we got to press the button. Well, the other guy who's inside the elevator presses the button. And we're like, that's why and my girlfriend goes, that's why we weren't going nowhere. And I said, yeah, that's the thing about elevators. They have their ups and downs. I won life at that moment. She said I was stupid. And I said there was a collective sigh from dads everywhere.
That's so.
I said I felt it.
You son of a bitch! You and your dad jokes. I don't get it.
It worked so perfectly. I was so happy.
I don't get it. But that's funny.
It's actually hilarious when you think about
it. It is. It's because it was knowing you be in an elevator, you would actually not hesitate but say that
immediately. And the old guy that was inside the elevator actually laughed. That was the funny part. He laughed. She turned around and goes, "You're stupid."
She probably be like, "You're embarrassing me." The elevator's doing that for you. Come on.
I was like, "Yeah, elevators have their ups and downs."
That is great. That is great. That's our story time. You know, me and Chase's story time. Well, actually, we'll start doing that. That's a little fun. I don't mind that. I don't give a shit. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode and enjoyed us in our faces right now. Like,
I know
it's weird because in the beginning of this podcast, we were like, I don't know why I was acting like, because I'm always on fucking camera, but he was all just, you know, anxious.
I don't know about being on camera.
I know it's not that, but still, like,
I mean, I don't want to be on camera. That's my thing. I don't mind it. I don't want it.
Yeah, but you
weird. People looking at me.
That's the whole point.
I know it's weird.
That wasn't weird. When you go to a restaurant and you have when you see people stare at
looking at their food and mind their own business.
You don't
you
do
at the
what
restaurant.
I do.
You don't go alone. You go with somebody.
You don't do what I do. That's funny as shit to me. I like everywhere I go.
No, I mean, yeah, you look around. You know.
No, I'll
stare.
I'll stare for a little bit and be like, I will have like.
You make eye contact.
Not
awkward eye contact.
I won't do that.
So I was sitting there eating their Alfredo. They're look up and you're just sitting there going.
No. No, like I'll look around and I'll just like I'm an asshole, okay? I will pick jokes. I'll feel like I'm at the mall again. I was like 13, sitting on the edge and watching all these fat people walk around, seeing the moms doing their little mall walks. Oh my god. I love roasting people. I'm like fucking like the Adam Sandler type fucking guy.
I like roasting people too.
Yeah, I just love it. And at restaurants, I love it at restaurants. Bars, God, can't have enough. Just give it to me.
Like, some people call me an asshole though.
Well, that's the point.
I know, but they don't laugh. They just call me an asshole, not laugh.
Yeah, but
they get mad.
Well, yeah, because you're saying it to their faces. That's cool.
I can't help that. I think they should know.
No, I get called an asshole from the people that's hearing it from my mouth. Like, it's like, you're an asshole, man. Why would you say that? Look at this asshole. Come on. All right, so like I said, we went off.
We're off the rails on our first video cast.
Oh, off the gridiron, definitely.
Off the gridiron.
But thank you very much for joining today's episode, and we're gonna give you guys more of this video stuff. And if you guys like it, please shoot that like and follow us, and definitely listen to us more, man. Like, I noticed that we've been dropping, but you know what? We're going to bring it back up. We're going to do different things, get you guys attention, get you guys to like this show again. So, on that, like I said, have a wonderful
evening. May take his shirt off next episode. You don't know.
Yeah, you don't know, baby. See my little titties. I might get blocked because of my titties.
We got the blur. Can we blur that?
I think we can. I can get that set up.
Okay.
All right, so like I said, you guys have a wonderful evening, morning, good afternoon, wherever you are listening to this and watching this. Now, since I can say watching
and watching.
You guys have a good night, and always with my buddy Darth over here. Love it. He forget the bumps. I don't know why, but
she said.
And have a good night.
My bump.
And always at this podcast and everywhere you see me at, stay cheesy, my friends.
We'll see you later.